Unlocking the mystery of syllogism. Imagine solving arguments like a detective solves puzzles, breaking down logic into clear and undeniable conclusions. What if you could untangle tricky debates, impressing conversations, or see the hidden logic in everyday statements? That's the power of syllogism. This ancient method of reasoning will help you understand how to connect ideas logically and reach powerful conclusions. So join us as we decode syllogism mysteries and learn how to harness it in your daily life. Now remember, this is education mixed with entertainment. So with that being said, let's analyze this train of thought accordingly. Chapter 1. What is syllogism? Syllogism is a form of deductive reasoning introduced by the Greek philosopher Aristotle. It uses two statements known as premises to arrive at a logical conclusion. Think of it as a bridge that connects two ideas to form a third. The classic structure is premise 1 and premise 2 equals conclusion. When the premises are true, the conclusion logically follows. Understanding syllogism is like having a mental toolkit for evaluating arguments and making clear decisions. It's used in logic, philosophy, and even everyday conversations. Mastering it will sharpen your reasoning skills. Chapter 2. Practical examples of syllogism. Let's look at a simple example. Let's do a shark syllogism. Premise 1, all sharks are fish. Premise 2, a great white is a shark. Conclusion, therefore a great white is a fish. Let's give another example. Premise 1, all fruits have seeds. Premise 2, an apple is a fruit. Conclusion, therefore an apple has seeds. These examples follow clear logical connections. The premises provide the foundation for a conclusion that makes sense. By breaking arguments into these components, you can see how conclusions naturally arise. Chapter 3. Syllogism in philosophy, humans, and dogs. Let's explore more complex syllogisms. Let's do a human syllogism. Premise 1, all humans are mortal. Premise 2, Socrates is a human. Conclusion, therefore Socrates is mortal. Now let's do a philosophy syllogism. Premise 1, all philosophers seek knowledge. Premise 2, Descartes was a philosopher. Conclusion, therefore Descartes sought knowledge. Let's do dogs. Premise 1, all dogs are loyal. Premise 2, Max is a dog. Conclusion, therefore Max is loyal. Syllogisms like these illustrate the power of logical reasoning to connect ideas clearly and effectively. Now, because I want you to think as opposed to telling you how to think, here are 3 questions someone can use to further understand the topic of syllogism. Question number 1. How can you distinguish between a valid syllogism and an invalid one? Question number 2. In what real-life scenarios can syllogisms be applied to improve decision-making or solve problems? And finally, question number 3. What are some common mistakes people make when forming syllogisms, and how can they be avoided? So that's the end of today's journey. Now, if you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and watch the content. And with that being said, I sincerely hope this video has provided value.